Hi, this is Ashley with Elitehaus Dobermans. This video will go over our doctorate degree training program, and this is our 10-month program, so puppies would go home at 10 months of age. As with our other programs, we have a lot of handling exercises that we start our puppies on when they're very young. These include getting them used to bathing, drying with towels, drying with a blow dryer, brushing their teeth, cleaning their ears, doing a physical exam where we check their mouth, their teeth, look in their ears, look at their paws, and of course doing nail trims and drummeling those nails. So the puppy will be used to doing all of these things at a very young age, and all of this is continued as they grow throughout the entire program. And as you can see, we're teaching this puppy to enjoy being blow dried rather than it being a scary experience. And this is how we approach all of our handling exercises. We pair this with food so that the puppies learn that this is a good experience and not a bad one. This makes it a lot easier for people to handle their puppies and do everyday activities with them later on. We also expose our puppies to a lot of different things. This includes agility equipment, which helps build their confidence. We, of course, keep all of this very safe for them. It's all very low-level agility equipment, so very low jumps and low-impact equipment. Puppies are introduced to a variety of noises like thunderstorms, city noises, children, cars, animals, and also a variety of surfaces that are wobbly or unstable, or surfaces like stairs, surfaces that are slick, and of course bikes, segways, cars, those types of things that puppies can be initially afraid of, as well as being socialized with a variety of people of different ages, sizes, wearing different clothing like hats. Another big part of our program is our crate training, house training, and manners. So obviously we start these puppies out at a very young age going outside to potty. So they do go on a lot of outside walks so that they have the opportunity to potty in the correct location. This also doubles for socializing with the other puppies, getting play times, and just getting to enjoy themselves. Our crate training is also very enjoyable for these guys. We teach our puppies that the crate is a good thing. We teach them to go in very willingly, to stay in until they're released, and to enjoy just being in the crate and hanging out in the crate. This is a very important part of house training for us, so it is something that we do spend quite a bit of time on. Also is our manners with doors. We want our puppies to be sitting at the door and waiting to be released inside, and the same with going outside. We also do a lot of practical home training. So a lot of this is place cot or downstays, because realistically, most of the time our puppies are going to go home and they're going to be expected to relax in the house. And this is something that we work hard on. We work these puppies on their place cot with a lot of distractions around, and obviously the older they get, the more distractions they can withstand. So these puppies are all practicing their place command, which means they can do whatever they want on the place cot. They can lay down, they can sit up, they can walk around on it, as long as they keep all 4 feet on the cot. So these puppies are doing a great job. We have one puppy working on a sit-stay. The handlers are walking around, being a little bit distracting to all the puppies. You can see this handler opens a door, goes through, and the puppy is still waiting on his place cot, like he should. We do a lot of things like this, going in and out of the rooms, picking things up, putting things down, things that you would do in everyday life, because we want our puppies to be prepared for typical everyday life when they get to their new homes. Now, as you can see, they are being rewarded fairly frequently, and for puppies this age, that is very normal. We want them to be rewarded for all of the good behavior that they're offering. The downstay is another really important one that we work on frequently with these puppies. It is a very solid stay, more solid than a sit stay, and that is typically what we recommend people use. see we've got a puppy walking around, and the other puppies are doing a great job staying on that place cot. And this handler is sweeping the floor, which is another typical distraction that they'll see in everyday life. We also expose them to vacuum cleaners, washer dryers, and those types of noises as well. And you can see this puppy is healing off leash. This is a more advanced puppy. He is 7 months old currently. It is important to remember that when these puppies go home, you will need to establish a relationship with them before they will just listen to all of your commands, especially off leash. This puppy is doing a great job healing on our left side, and we do have automatic sits with our healing, so when you stop, the dog should sit. And we have a nice sit stay here with the handler walking away. And again, we do still reward for good behaviors. We have a nice recall into heel position. In this puppy, we've set up a scenario where he's in a downstay and the handler is doing some paperwork. We have him in a more home setup so that there's furniture around, there's trash cans, there are tables with food items, so we can teach them the appropriate reactions to these things. So we're not chewing on the furniture, we're not jumping up on the table, we're not getting into the trash. We're learning that we need to settle while our owner is busy. So along with all of our obedience training, we do a lot of things regarding the health of the puppy as well. So at 10 months of age, they've finished all of their vaccinations. So they've had their whole puppy series of vaccines, they've had kennel cough vaccines, and they've had their rabies vaccine. They'll also be up to date with dewormings and heartworm prevention, and as you can see, the cropped ears will be posted. And at 10 months of age, they may or may not be standing. Most will be standing, but it will depend on the style of crop. Puppies that stay for our 10-month program will also have their hips x-rayed and rated with pen hip. These puppies will also have attained their American Kennel Club Canine Good Citizen title, as well as the Advanced Canine Good Citizen title. And as you can see, this guy is doing a great job staying in his downstay, even with some distractions, someone walking around, making coffee, the handler's walking around. He's still doing a great job. And this is a great scenario of the owner having a conversation with someone that's animatedly talking and them staying in a downstay. And this is more downstay work with a group of dogs. So obviously being just in the group of dogs is distracting itself, but we also have the handlers walking around between the dogs, walking around each other's dogs, just to make sure that they're not going to break that stay. And again, we are still rewarding them for their good behaviors. A lot of people do get stuck on, well, do I have to carry around food with me forever? And the answer is no. But you do want to get in a lot of repetitions with rewarding good behaviors for these guys. So we do a lot of exposure to children as well. So you can see this dog is learning how to walk next to the stroller and a child, and also not be bothered if someone is behind him with this stroller, because that can be pretty distracting for some dogs. We just want to make sure that they're comfortable in all situations. Kids can be loud and different and move suddenly, so we want to make sure our dogs are used to that. And you can see he has no problem with the stroller being driven around him. And no problem with his handler just having a nice conversation with somebody and their child. And this is another example of just some obedience work, heeling on leash. We want to be able to have our dogs sit and leave them if we need to and have them stay. And this girl's doing a great job. She's very attentive to her handler, isn't pulling, is paying attention to what her handler is doing and what her handler needs from her. And of course, we want to be able to have our dogs get pets from strangers. So once we allow somebody to pet our dog, we want them to remain in that sit and be sociable. Allow those pets. And obviously she's very excited, but she is controlling herself. She knows she's supposed to remain in that sit. And she does a great job. And then they go on about their walk. We also want to be able to walk around other people walking around with no trouble. She obviously notices them and would love to get pets from them, but she's also doing her job and walking as she should at the left by her handler. Puppies in this program will be going on several outings to a variety of places. We take them to places like Home Depot, Lowe's, Tractor Supply, Bass Pro, the harbor where they're exposed to large groups of people and children, and also to wineries around the area. In these locations, they learn to settle in the down and stay with several distractions going on, new people greeting them, people walking by, and a variety of environments. Going on these outings is not only helpful for exposure in the environments that we're going to, but also exposes the puppy to several car rides throughout their training program. I hope this video has answered some of your questions about our program and hopefully has given you a good overview and a good idea of what to expect from your puppy. Of course, if you have any further questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to us and we're happy to answer those questions for you.